All right. Feeney Talks with Friends. This is episode 40. This is amazing. Another milestone, another decade, 40. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. I'm the founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Yep, said that already. Our mission is to help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy. I use this avenue, Feeney Talks with Friends, thanks to the wonderful people at WeHa Roasting and Brewing. Cody does the coffee, Will does the beer, and thank you for the wonderful people at Directline Media, Dave and Owen. This podcast, we talk to wonderful people that are doing great things in the community. In episode 40, we have great guests, Eric Brown and Juri.
You got it.
Juri, help
Kotowitz.
me. Kotowitz from West Hartford Lock. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Very well. Thanks for having us.
Juri and Eric, this is great. You guys work right around the corner from WeHa Roasting and Brewing on 11 Sherman Street. You just moved there.
We did, a year ago.
Oh, it's been a year.
Yeah.
How was the move?
It was tough. It was tough to, we bought that location in the middle of a pandemic. We renovated it while we stayed open. And then we moved while we stayed open. We didn't miss a day of work.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Currently, is your car locked?
It is locked.
Is your house locked?
It is locked.
Is your employment locked?
Everything is locked.
What's the best lock to use for, your house? Are we getting right into it?
That is a good question. The answer is it depends on the application. So it depends on what kind of door you have. It depends. But you can never beat an old-fashioned mechanical deadbolt for your house. That's what I would use. Whether it's, I should say, a deadbolt, whether it's an electronic keypad or whether it's a mechanical deadbolt, as long as you have that steel bolt going into your door, you're good.
Nice. And what got you into this business, West Hartford Lock?
So good question. So my family has been in the lock business since 1939. My grandfather was a locksmith in Manhattan and started a business with his sons, which is still in existence today on 46th Street in Midtown Manhattan. And I joined that business almost 15 years ago, spent 10 years with them. And then because my father was not in the business, he was one of the brothers who didn't go into the business, did something else. He settled out here in the late 1970s. And I had a desire to move home here to West Hartford where I grew up. And so my wife Maria and I bought West Hartford Lock about 6 years ago and continued the business that my grandfather had started, but on our own here in West Hartford.
Oh, so that's why on the website, 80 years of experience.
Yeah, so West Hartford Lock's been around over 80 years, actually on its own. We bought the business from second generation, but my family also in New York has been around
80 years.
Almost 100 now, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's your role for the company?
So my role is president. Pretty much on a day-to-day, that means running the day-to-day operation of the company.
Juri, what's your role?
Business development and strategy. Trying to bring in new accounts and develop a strategy for the growth of the company.
I was just going to say, if you were to explain that to a third grader, and you pretty much did that, so great. What makes West Hartford Lock? 3 things that makes West Hartford Lock the place to go for your locks. What are 3 things?
Well, everybody, we're not the only ones to offer the products that we do. But what we do is bring a sense of neighborhood, a sense of responsibility, and a sense of confidence in what we do. Like I said, you can go to a Home Depot or a big box and get the product, but when you come to us, you get the time and the care and the attention that you don't necessarily get it somewhere else.
Yeah, that rapport, community connection.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Juri and I both, we're both from this community. And so when someone calls us, and the stuff we do at people's houses is a big part, an important part of our business. It's not the only part of our business. But when someone calls us for locks for their house, these are our neighbors. These are people that our kids maybe go to school with. These are people we see on the street. I enjoy nothing more than someone I know asking for help for their house. And I think that's a differentiator. You can buy, like Juri said, you can buy this stuff from a lot of different people, but we care and we make sure it's the right thing that goes in. And we make sure it's done right. 80 years, we haven't been doing this for 80 years, but with an 80-year reputation, it means the people who work for us are really top-notch. They really care, and not only care about the company, but they care about their own work. They take a lot of pride in it, so we make sure that things get done right.
It's awesome. And I see you're wearing a linguist.
Yep, Linguist. So Linguist.
Linguist.
Yeah. So I'm glad you asked. Linguist is our newest acquisition. Linguist is a 101-year-old door hardware company, much like West Hartford Lock, originally based out of Stratford, Connecticut. This past year, Juri and I and Maria completed an acquisition of Linguist, and we moved them to Trumbull, Connecticut, opened a new space, moved the bulk of their team over to ours, and basically doubled our size. And the idea there is to spread our wings to the southern part of the state, to have a presence in Fairfield County. Even though West Hartford Lock does work from Maine to New England, Maine to Rhode Island, we really didn't have a presence in Fairfield County, and now we do.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Were you there today?
I was in our Trumbull location today, yeah. And to sort of put a cap on what Eric just mentioned, not only did we move, but we acquired another company all within the span of this pandemic. When we initially bought the building, it was in late January of 2020. March, the entire economy shut down, and we've just been, somehow we've been on a roll ever since.
Wow.
Moving to a new space, building that out. Something as simple as working with the town inspectors who were working remotely, which slowed the project down, but nonetheless everybody got through it. Everybody worked together, and then working, again as there was spikes in COVID and what have you. We were able to continue on with the acquisition, which was, in normal times, are two very difficult things to do. To move your entire company and then to acquire a company roughly the same size, actually larger than ours, and do it successfully is no small feat. And Eric and Maria were a huge part of that.
That's impressive. During COVID, did you, what were the pros, ups and downs, your best day, worst day scenario of moving during COVID? Did you have, how was your experience?
Well, I would say in general with COVID, initially there was a lot of fear. We didn't know what the future would hold for us. We were luckily considered essential, so we stayed open. But on the other side of that, prior to the acquisition, probably 75% of our staff opted to furlough. We didn't furlough anybody, but they asked to furlough. People were scared, rightfully so. We didn't have a lot of knowledge about what was going on. So there were days that there were only 2 or 3 of us in the office in masks and gloves and working in the parking lot trying to service people who needed things. We were taking messages of service clients so that when our service guys felt comfortable to come back, we would still have a business. But then at the same time, construction kept going. And people, instead of saying, I'm not doing this project, people said, I'm afraid factories are going to close, so ship everything now. And that's why we had a busy year. We just kept bringing stuff in and kept, just every day you wake up, you do it one more day. You stand out in the parking lot and meet someone at their car and do whatever you have to do to survive, which is that's what a small business does at the time. That's what a business does. You do what you need to do to survive, like a lot of the restaurants around here did. Yeah. So that, I would say, was the hardest part about it. As far as moving, it was really, when you're moving a business, movers, you hire a mover. And we hired a great local mover who did a good job for us. And they moved all the furniture.
Daily moving and storage.
Oh, daily,
yeah. But what they don't do, and it's not their fault, but what they're not responsible for is moving all the inventory and moving all the, packing up that big board of keys that we're known for on the back of the wall and deciding what stays and what goes and bringing stuff up. We had various, junk removal, trash removal companies. We went through dumpster after dumpster. We probably loaded Yuri's car 15 times, my car 15 times. We rented a U-Haul. It was very hands-on. It was, it was a really tough move. We'd bring over a load, come back, do a little work. We never closed either office for one day.
I think what we learned the most coming out of it, looking back, or the biggest benefit, if there's a benefit to it, is our continuity planning and our remote ability. We have remote servers, everything's secure, but we can work from essentially anywhere, which is huge to be able to do that now. And I don't know if we necessarily would be where we are today without the pandemic. So if there's a silver lining for the company, that would be it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Love the shirt. And I also want to shout out the contact. Then we'll talk about the shirt. 860-236-0671 to be reached and for all your lock needs. And info@westhartfordlock.com is an email, so you can email. And they're in Trumbull and West Hartford. And they're community guys, great guys. And let's get into this. I really like, so you're a Mets fan. Did a Mets logo inspire that key?
It must have inspired it some way, but I'm glad you asked. You know, when we bought West Hartford Lock, West Hartford Lock, believe it or not, only probably 8% of our business is based on the lock work we do and our retail store. The other 92% is as a subcontractor for construction. Someone builds a building, we supply the general contractor with all the doors, the frames, the bath accessories, those kinds of items. And when Maria and I bought West Hartford Lock, as much as we loved the history it had, we wanted people to understand that it was more than just the corner lock store on Prospect, which is where it was originally. We wanted our logo to keep the heritage of the key and who we were to begin with, and a nod to my grandfather as a locksmith all the way back to the 1930s and 40s. But we wanted to show the upside down key with the city skyline so people knew that we were part of the construction fabric, the building fabric of this community.
And that's the Hartford skyline.
And that's, supposed to be the Hartford skyline. We'd like to see it continue to grow and that key to continue to go down the line.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I like it. And you got the Patagonia one. Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you. Nice.
We like gear.
All right.
Just like Friends of Feeney.
Yes, we like the gear too. Which is a good segue. Let me get into that. My shirt. Shout out to Gastro Park. They are a sponsor now. So at the end of this episode, and you don't know this yet, but you're going to have to put the logos of a couple sponsors at the end of this. Thanks, Owen. Thanks, Dave. So this is Gastro Park, episode 19, Tate. They are now sponsoring the podcast. We've already had a sponsor for about 10 episodes now, Donut Crazy. We'll get into some crazy questions, sponsored by Donut Crazy later. And then the Fix IV, our next episode 41, will be in the Fix, and they will be a podcast sponsor. So anyone interested, looking to be a sponsor to a podcast, we're up to 70-something followers. Episode 18, we had 18 followers. We're getting there.
Nice.
And also we have a fundraiser. You'll see these around town. Yard signs. Our mission, our motto is be a good friend. Give a compliment. Hold a door for someone. Pick up trash that's not yours. Be charitable. So if you want to help spread that message of being a good friend, they're online. Fresh Ink does the signs. Thank you, Fresh Ink. And again, I shout out my buddy. Maybe we could get this key going on this sign right here. My buddy, Savage Palette Projects. He's a Waterbury cop, one of my good friends since second grade. Makes them in his spare time. So we get one for the company. We'll get one for the office.
And we have pallets.
And you have pallets?
We have a ton of
Way
pallets.
too many
If anyone is looking for pallets, if you're a pallet project person, we have pallets.
All right, you heard it here.
I'm glad you mentioned Fresh Ink. If I can throw out that when we moved to town and we had no uniforms, we went to Dave at Fresh Ink and he styled us out. And we got our entire first setup from Dave at Fresh Ink.
Yeah, shout out to Dave. He does all the Friends of Feeney gear. He's on Park Road. We're closed, buddy. Sorry. Beer's closed too.
Oh, wow.
Mondays and Tuesdays we're closed. We're just doing a podcast right now. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin. What's up, Kevin? You want to wave to the camera?
Oh.
See you, Kevin.
What's your name? You own this place?
Nope. Friends of Feeney. It's a non-profit.
Oh, really?
We help children and families that have heartbreak or tragedy, and they let me film here on days that they're closed.
How long have you opened this store?
It's been open for about three to 5 months.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, come tomorrow. It's open tomorrow.
Yeah, you get a quick
Same
beer?
time. That's the beer.
Manufacturer.
Yeah, they make it here. Will makes the beer.
Wow.
Cody makes the coffee.
That's nice.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out.
Very nice. That's a very good platform.
Yeah, this is
Very good for inventory.
that's good equipment. All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah.
Be a good friend.
Yeah, take care.
All right. That's common. That happens a lot. The best was the Chief Riddick was in here, and the guy walked in. He was like, "Oh, Chief." He was like you saw the king. I was like, that was awesome. So very cool. I yet totally lost my train of thought.
We can lock that door for you if you need.
Hey, I know a guy.
We're doing pallets.
You want to lock the door?
Yeah, we were talking about your sign back there.
Oh yeah, Savage Pallets. He's a friend of mine. He makes them, and he has donated to many Friends of Feeney fundraisers for like raffle prizes, and he'll do companies and projects. You'll check him out on
That's great.
Instagram.
I'd love one of those
Excellent.
for the office. Yeah, the key.
The key is awesome.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that called? Miter? Not miter.
Yeah.
Miter saw? Grenell saw?
Is it mitered or is it?
Dremel?
Yeah, Dremel, probably Dremel.
Dremel?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing them all out. All right, so your website's amazing.
Thank you.
Let's get back on task. Your website's amazing. So it is definitely, as a lays person, a third grade teacher, not knowing, I thought maybe just locks.
Yep.
But yes, you do doors. What does it mean, frames?
So frame is the metal or wood that goes around the door. That,
Okay.
For instance, if you have a lock, what your lock latches into.
Gotcha.
So it's really what the door sits in.
So, yeah, you can't have one without the other.
Correct.
But so say your frame is broken, you could just replace just the frame
Right.
to fit the door.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You might see a frame that that gets worn out by sand and salt at the bottoms. They rust away, but it's all important. Or inside your house, you might have a frame that's covered in trim. As you walk into your bathroom door, it's trimmed out. You see the different decor as you walk in.
And what about hardware?
So we do all kinds of hardware. So hardware, people hear hardware store, you think hardware. You think tools. You think bolts and nuts. For us, hardware means everything that you use to control a door, to hang a door, and to lock a door. So you're talking about hinges or pivots. You're talking about door closers that make the door close, or special hinges, spring hinges that close your door behind you. You're talking about locks. You're talking about pushes and pulls that you might see on a bathroom door as you walk in. Deadbolts.
Do you keep all these items in store?
We keep a lot of it in stock in both Trumbull and in West Hartford, doors, frames, and hardware, and the bath accessories. When I say bath accessories, we're talking about mirrors and grab bars and the things you might see in a public restroom.
Oh, you do those too?
Yep, more than you might see in your house. You might see
Bathroom
in a public
partition
restroom.
was my next question.
Partitions, we do partitions.
Gotcha.
Put them in, we install them as well. And one of the things, and this was something that came from my grandfather, on my company, my family's business's original website was, we service everything we sell, which is true. Anything that we sell, we can service. We can put in, we can repair, we can take a look at, we can, figure out a solution for, which I think is important.
Well, what was you mentioned your uncle had a good saying, if we don't sell it, we do now. Or
that was my
something to
grandfather.
effect.
My grandfather built his business from the ground up. And if someone asked twice for something, he sold it. So if you came in and asked for, I'm not saying he was selling hot dogs, but if you came in and said, hey, do you do, etching, or, do you open the suitcases, or do you do this? If he got asked twice, he started to do it. And that's how he built his business.
Nice.
Yep.
What's his name?
Jack Brown.
Is he still around?
He is not. Sadly, he passed away years ago, but he was a great, great man, and anyone who knew him was influenced by him.
All right, well, great. I'm glad. I'm
Thank
sure
you
he's
for
very
asking.
proud of you. So,
But not somebody too proud to throw on overalls and go out and do the work and build a business that way. Not looking to step into something and make X amount a year. It was, I'm going to do what I have to do to grow this, to make money every day, and then and then have the big picture.
and also like a true leader. Don't tell someone to do something that you wouldn't do.
Absolutely.
And,
He worked very hard, and he started from the ground up. And he worked 6 days a week, and on Sunday they paid the bills. So it was really a 7-day-a-week program. And he wore coveralls to work and drove around Manhattan in an old antique Harley motorcycle with a Cervicar on the side for his tools. And he serviced all the buildings before you needed security to go through a freight elevator. And he'd get up early and go do all his lock work and take care of the whole town.
That's awesome.
He was a great guy. He worked very hard, and he always used to say we knew how well we did based on what was in our pocket at the end of the day. If his pocket was full, he had a good day, and he worked hard. And he worked hard every day, including the day that he passed away. So it's a good lesson. He said, always have a trade.
That's great. That's great. And then I'd like to thank you for your help and your support, your continued support for Friends of Feeney. You were a t-shirt sponsor for multiple parades, West Hartford Lock. You've donated, I think, 3 to 4 gift cards for 3 or 4 raffle events. So that means a lot. I appreciate your continued support. Your raffle prizes are a hit. We line them up and you sell tickets and you put in the tickets, and yours always has a lot of tickets. I think because like $150 or $200 gift card, which is very generous. So thank you so much for that.
Our pleasure. It's a great cause, so please keep asking.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. And keep asking. So I see that you went to UConn. You went to Cornell.
Yep.
And I'm a teacher. do you have a teacher that inspired you, or a coach, teacher, mentor, someone that inspired you in your days? And also went to West Springfield.
Yeah, West Side High.
West Side.
West Side.
Do you do that? Yeah, West Side.
Yeah,
we do that for Waterbury,
I don't know.
too.
My kids are going to kill me for trying to do that.
Yeah, you got to practice. That was kind of...
Yeah, that was bad. A long time ago, I was in the Army, and there was a guy who ran the school that I went to. It was a unique school, and this guy was towards the end of his career, very highly decorated, and it'd be lunchtime, and this guy would go out for a run, and we'd do lunch, and then we'd have a study hall after lunch, and an hour and a half, 2 hours later, this guy would come running back, and it was just to know that here's somebody at the end of their career and they're still putting in that kind of work, that kind of dedication to what they do, to their physical fitness, which physical fitness to me also means mental wellness. That was inspiring. So yeah, there's many teachers, and he was a teacher in a sense. He was a commandant of a school. That was really neat.
Remember his name?
No, I don't. No,
Yeah.
but I remember what he did.
Commandant Lassard, maybe?
What? How long were you in the Army?
8 years.
Nice. And what was your MOS, your job?
I had two. I started out as infantry, and then I went on to what's called explosive ordnance disposal, or EOD.
So 11 Bravo is infantry, and then
55 Delta.
55 Delta, bomb technician. But that's not what would you call it?
Well, the lay term is bomb technician. Yeah, if you were to equate my job in the military to civilian world, it would be bomb technician. We actually taught quite a few classes for local police departments and fire departments. We worked hand in hand with the FBI. I did some really cool stuff actually. Worked at the White House. I was actually part of that team. They do a 3-shift rotation, and I was one of the shifts for 2 months, where that was my job, was to be on site at the OEOB. Our office is in the OEOB, which is the old executive office building, which is where the vice president's office is. It's right next door to the West Wing, and we were responsible. If there was a backpack left behind or a suspicious device or what have you, we'd go down and investigate. So a very prestigious job. Got to see a lot of history, a lot of American history. To be there on the grounds was really neat. That was a
that's awesome.
honor. Yeah.
I was 91 Bravo, combat medic. I was in the Army National Guard for 8 years. Compared to a bomb technician, I was pretty much in the Boy Scouts. After you're explaining what you did.
Well, as a bomb technician, we're hoping that we don't need your services.
That's true. If you start seeing medics around, you're like, oh boy.
I got all 10.
I'm really good at Band-Aids, IVs,
Advil.
and blisters on feet, and telling people to drink water, which I still do to my daughter. She's like, I twisted my knee. I'm like, drink some water.
Here's
I
an
fell
Advil,
down,
drink water.
banged my head. Drink some water. They're like, Dad.
I cut my finger off. Drink water. Here's an Advil.
Yep. Classic. All right, Brown.
Teachers. So I got one kind of serious and one, a little more humorous. But so I grew up here in West Hartford. I went to King Philip when it was King Philip Elementary and King Philip Middle.
Nice.
So I was there for a lot of years, and then on to Hall. And so I was a trumpet player, and music was very important to me. So I was in the jazz band in 7th grade. That was middle school when we were all kids, 7th and 8th grade here in West Hartford. So I was in the jazz band with Haig Shahverdian. He was a really well-known, leader of the music program here in West Hartford. And he actually made the move to Hall when I went from 8th grade to 9th grade. So I had him for 6 straight years. And I was in the Hall Pops and Jazz for all 4 years in high school. And, he was a tough teacher because he demanded excellence from us, and everyone knows that the West Hartford music program is fantastic. And he worked us hard and taught us a lot about hard work and dedication and putting on a show. And it's something we started in September and went all the way to the end of the year. So
Is he still around?
He is retired, but he's still around as far as I know, and he's done.
Still have any contact with him?
I don't, but a few years ago they had a nice event for him at the town hall. And I went back and got
What's
a chance
his
to
name
see
again?
him. Haig Shahverdian.
Haig Shahverdian. All right, cool.
And then in college, sophomore year, I was It was the first day of class, and I was in a class called Organizational Behavior, which is a lot like psychology. How do people think? What are people's needs? Which, in and of itself, to me, was one of the most successful classes or most important classes I took in college, because how to deal with other people and how to think and how to, what people's needs are when you're dealing with them, I think is critically important. And it was the first day of class, and the teacher wanted to make a point about first impressions. So he picked out a random kid, which happened to be me, and asked me to stand up. And he wanted to show what impression I was making. And I had just rolled out of bed, and it was a Monday morning, and I probably had a rough weekend, and I did not look the part. And I was a mess, and he tore me to shreds in front of all those kids, and I was so embarrassed, and I was like, I hate this guy. I'm never coming back to this class. And it turned out to be my favorite class, and he turned out to be a real inspiration to me. Kept in touch with him even a few years after college. And
That's
it was
awesome.
A great opportunity. You always remember the teachers, not just the good stuff, but when you get torn apart, you remember that too. You learn from that too.
I remember I went to Southern Connecticut State University in New Haven, and we did a communication class. It was like maybe the first class I made a resume. What I did, I think I worked at an after-school program. I want to be a teacher. I want to work with kids. I think I was taking sociology. But my email was fienddog2000@Yahoo. And he's like, I don't know who's going to hire fienddog2000@Yahoo on a professional resume.
It was just like that. My experience was just like that.
I'm like, it was the year 2000.
Right.
Feeney, Fienddog. It was like the emails just came out. So I was like, I got to have something funny and cool. Fienddog2000.
Awesome.
But yeah. Yeah, it's a Del Mar. Tell us about the Del Mar. What's the connection there?
Sure. You want to take that?
I think a lot of people will be surprised how many connections we have in the area. You bring up the Delamar, and I think that's because so many people in West Hartford are familiar with that. Eric alluded earlier to the fact that we're not just a locksmith doing, a couple of residential locks. 92% of our business is commercial.
Oh wow, 92%.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot more than I thought.
Yeah. When the Delamar was built, we supplied. So what happens is, we supplied the doors, frames, and hardware. What happens is when a construction project comes along, like the Delamar, there's another one that you might be familiar with. It's called Teachers Corner in downtown Hartford. It's an apartment building where the rents are subsidized if you're a teacher. There might be a couple other caveats in there, professions, but for the most part, it's Teachers Corner.
Really, that's why it's named that?
Yeah.
Subsidized for teachers. That's so cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. Let the wife know you're moving.
I know. Can I get a weekend room?
Well, don't tell her that. Get away from the kids, at least. Yeah. So when a construction project is commissioned, when you think of architectural plans, there's many layers, right? You see people leafing through architectural plans, and we are Division 8 and Division 10. So if you look at the numbers in the corner, you'll see the different numbers, and we're 8 and 10, 8 being doors, frames, and hardware, and 10 being bathroom accessories. So traditionally, the bulk of our business is Division 8, doors, frames, and hardware. You leaf to that page, and you see all the plans and how they relate to our
Scope.
Our scope. Thank you. Big words. So we take those plans, convert them into data, and then that data goes off to our suppliers. We get a quote from our suppliers, and then we take that data back, all that information, the pricing, what have you. We send that off to the general contractor. The general contractor says, well, you're the lowest price, or you're close to lowest, but we've worked with you before and you have a phenomenal reputation. We want you on the job. Long story short, we're on the job. We've used those plans to spec out the doors, frames, and hardware. We end up shipping it out, and we have a project manager who manages that whole project to make sure that things arrive on time, they're the right color, if you're doing an apartment building and it's being supplied by floor, that the first floor shows up when it should, and the second, and so on. And that's 92% of our business is being involved in construction projects like that. A lot of it is multifamily. It can be multi-use, where maybe it's stores on the first floor and then it's apartments there throughout. But we also do smaller projects where it might be Bridgeport Hospital needs 2 doors removed and replaced in the maternity ward. maybe they're automatic actuating and they automatically close and lock and open and what have you. We can go out and tear those doors out and completely replace them with brand new hardware, doors, and frame.
Very cool. And say Delmar, how many doors? Now, is it doors on every room of the hotel?
The entire
And
facility.
the front door.
Everything except for the glass doors. We do everything except for aluminum storefront and glass doors like they have here. So we
do those doors or
we do
don't?
not
Do
do
not.
those doors.
Do
So
not.
we would have done all the bathroom doors, all the entries to all the guest rooms, the entrance to the public bathrooms, those kinds of things.
Anything to do with the key, the card swipe
Yep, we actually did all the card swipe locks too
at Delmar?
at the Delamar. We don't do them in every project, but we did all of those. We do a lot of multifamily and recreational, access control type of locks.
Blueback Square.
Blueback
All of
Square.
the access control at Blueback Square we've done.
Wow.
One of the cool things about being a local company and doing a job locally, as I said earlier, we do work from Rhode Island to Maine. We don't always get to go to these jobs. We don't always get to see them. So you do a job like the Delamar, we're very proud of it because it's somewhere to go. In fact, right after it opened, we had our first holiday party as a company at the Delamar, and we arranged a tour for our staff. So the guy who managed the project, he never got to, a lot of times you never see the finished product.
Yeah.
You see a set of plans on your desk, and you go there every day for 6 months, a year, you're working on it. You never get to see the final product. So we try to get
cool.
out to see some of these places and be proud of the work,
And then I saw big screen right at the Hartford Yardgoats. The key to success, West Hartford Lock. That was awesome. How'd you work that out?
That was a partnership. We worked with Dean Zappalordi of the Yardgoats. Great relationship. We did a little bit of work out there, and we kind of both came to the table at the same time and said, how can we do something? They needed some more work done.
Did you do doors there? What doors?
Front
gate? Bathroom?
Initially there was an incident where I think there was like a break-in, and we had and that might have been the door that kind of got the conversation started.
Right. We were not the subcontractor on the original build. That was before I bought West Hartford Lock.
Gotcha.
And it was just coming up as I was getting here. But we took over afterwards. What happens a lot, and this is, you asked before, a differentiator of West Hartford Lock. What happens a lot with a distributor like us is they finish the job and they move on to the next job. But because we have the service side of things, because we service everything we sell, we're there after the job. So job's over, but this lock wasn't the way they wanted it. This door wasn't, or, it's a stadium. Things fall apart. People blast through doors or whatever happens. We're there to go and fix it. So everything we've done with the Yardgoats has really been punch list work. Or it was the staff saying, we'd like to have a combination lock on this door. Or, the dugout lock, it's no good. We'd like to do it this way. Nice. So we have a nice relationship with them. We like seeing our name up on the board.
We've been better about communicating that to our customers because that's probably been an undersold aspect of our company, where if we're on the build side and we can also support it, which is a true differentiator. People in our business that supply Division 8 doors, frames, and hardware don't typically also support the project after.
That's really cool. And the keys to success, that was catchy and witty. Who came up with that?
I think the Yardgoats came up with that.
I'll give Dean credit for that all day long.
He said, how would you like to see the keys to the game before? And we're all sports fans here, so I think we've seen that before, right?
Yeah.
We don't think keys when you see it, but now I do. The keys to the game. What does the team need to do to win this game? I think we all know they need to hit some home runs.
Well done.
Yeah.
Dean?
Yeah, Dean Zappalordi. Yeah.
Dean. Shout out to Dean.
Good group.
Let's get into some hobbies quickly, and then we're going to play some games. I know you guys are friends, but we're going to hopefully pit you against each other for
Nice.
some prizes.
Nice.
So hobbies, JCC Basketball, Brown.
Yep.
How's the JCC Basketball?
I enjoy it a lot. I'm going to say, for all my JCC Basketball people watching, I am not one of the better players. I enjoy being out there.
That's not what he says when we're
Right?
hanging
true.
out.
That's what he just said when the mic was off,
Yeah,
right?
I know where I fit on my team.
And what minute are we,
like,
so we know JCC talk?
I like to think.
What is it? 35. All right.
I like to think that I am a good complementary player to my team. I know my role. I think I play good defense. I think I play a fundamental game of basketball. I don't generally like to get too much more involved than that.
Who's your
Is that
captain?
fair?
Who's your
my
captain?
captain is Seth Brown.
Who's that?
My brother.
Yeah.
And he's usually, we don't usually end up on the same team. There's some other really good captains out there who have selected me, but
Now, with our motto being be a good friend, picking up
Yes.
the trash, giving a compliment, hold the door, how is Seth a good friend?
Seth, my brother.
Yeah. Or is he even a good friend?
Seth is an excellent friend. Seth is the kind of guy, I must tell you, that you could depend on for anything you need at any time, and he would drop everything for any friend of his. Here's a good example. You asked about JCC basketball. He's a very competitive guy. He takes it very seriously. A couple of years ago, we were playing in a game, and a guy on the other team got hit in the face, and Seth is an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and the guy's nose was bleeding, and Seth walked off the court and left the game to take care of this guy.
I was there at that game.
So that's...
Remember who that was?
You might have been on my team.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I think that's
So a better
a good
friend
example.
than a teammate.
No, to take himself out of the game and sacrifice his playing time to help someone else. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And now that you brought that up,
Right?
I would have been like, grab a Band-Aid, drink some water.
Drink some water, Advil, get back out there.
Drink some water. Should have told him drink water.
What we always say about the JCC is you can always depend not only that there's a doctor somewhere in the house, but that you can actually find the right specialty for the specific injury that you've sustained.
There's surgeons, cardiologists, ear, nose, and throat.
Yep. There's an ankle guy, I think.
Ankle. So, podcast number 20, Ty, Scott, and Andy. Got any opinions on these guys?
Ty is a nice as can be guy. Never hear a bad word out of Ty in terms of about other people. He puts the league first. He's a really nice guy. Ty is great. Who else you want to know?
Scotty Mack?
Scotty Mack, great ball player. Loves the run out.
Yeah.
He loves to run.
Is that cheap or not? When he runs out?
No, he works hard out there, man. That's not cheap. That's not cheap. But you got to watch him.
He'll score at least 10 points with the layup.
Yep.
Fast break layup, left side of the hoop.
Yep.
Automatic bucket.
I believe he had a game winner this year at the buzzer beating game winner that was recorded.
It was recorded. And the foul, he could have had back-to-back.
Yep.
Against me, he missed it.
And Andy, I've played for Andy. He's been the captain that I played for. He's a great guy. Pleasure to play with.
And he's coming back off injury, which is really, commendable.
Yep. Great guys. All three great guys.
Yep. Check it out, JCC. We just made a nice post about the JCC. I do a Fridays featured friend, and I thanked everyone in the JCC, from Rob Alicon. Oh, episode 3, Rob Alicon. He was a guest musician. He's a great guy. Greg Mark, great guy. Jeff Brand has towed our trailer and donated. Just amazing supporters, volunteers, and donations from all you guys. So thank you, everyone. Billy Marco. The list goes on and on.
It's a good group of
Decker.
guys. That's why we
They're
play.
all great guys.
That's why we play.
And you, Ferraris or Lambos?
The children.
Oh yeah, you do for the children.
I love the.
Now explain what I just said. Ferraris or Lambos?
So
why did I say that?
So I co-chair. I've been involved with, and I now co-chair the CONCORSO FERRARI FRIENDS. It's a car event after its namesake, where we bring out some really incredible exotic cars. It supports Connecticut Children's Medical Center Foundation. We're in our 21st year. We have some great people. The event itself, we do a parade where traditionally we've been able to take 40 patients from Connecticut Children's out in exotic cars and bring them from the hospital location out to the car show location.
Oh, is that the Dream Ride? Is that where it's called, the Dream Ride?
No.
That's two different things?
Yeah, different.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, different event.
My bad.
But we do a lot with them. And Mike Bizzuto, who owns Farmington Polo Club, where Dream Ride is held, has been instrumental in our move from LaSalle Road in West Hartford out to the Farmington Polo Club.
So you no longer close down LaSalle?
Correct. When COVID hit and all the restaurants had to shut down, or not shut down, but when they moved into the street,
gotcha.
With all the semi-permanent barricades, we weren't going to be able to locate the cars there.
So now it's at the Farmington.
So now it's at the Farmington Polo Club.
Gotcha.
In Farmington, and it's a.
I've never been to the event, and I really want to go.
It is an absolutely stunning location. As a guy, the grass drains to something incredible. I've never seen so much rain fall and disappear into the grass so fast, and that's just an observation.
That's like Yankee Stadium or
impressive.
Some sort of ballparks. They have this special drainage.
Yeah, but
really cool.
They have a couple of really nice Sperry tents. It's a great location for the event. Obviously, cars on well manicured grass. when I say cars, people think of Lamborghinis or Ferraris, $200,000, $300,000, $600,000 cars. We have $3, $4, $5 million cars. We have one-off cars where it's the only hypercar of its kind in the world.
In Farmington, Connecticut. Do you know the date of this event?
June 26th.
June 26th. Mark it on your calendar, friends. That sounds like a great time. I'm going to definitely try to make that one. Have you ever been, Brown?
I haven't. I've seen it, though. I've seen the cars going through LaSalle.
The most important part is the money that we raise goes directly to the Connecticut Children's Medical Center Foundation.
That's so cool.
And that's really my passion with it.
Number one,
we're not big enough yet for me to be able to afford a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, but I was involved in this prior to my tenure at West Hartford Lock, and the fact that I get, I have 5 children at home, and the fact that I get to support the hospital in the way that I do means a lot. Means everything to my participation.
That's awesome. Wow, you're both doing great things. That's so cool. Anything else? No. Do you own like a sharp car?
I don't know. No, I don't want to say that I do. No, yes, it's not a normal car, but it's kind of performance. But it's an SUV. It's a performance SUV, and
nice.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for a game? Where do you want to go next? Game or crazy questions?
Either or. Let's go.
You ready? All right. Ready. So we talked sponsors. Thanks again to Gastro Park. I'm really loving the camo. Dude, you look good. Army.
I gotta go retro. I gotta bring it back. OG.
Gotta get the camo. Thank you again, Gastro Park, Fix, and Donut Crazy. This is Donut Crazy. We've been doing this for like 10 episodes. So thank you, Irene. Episode 10. And I tell the kids a little bit about you, so you'll get some questions on topic. So do you like locks, even if you're trapped in a locked room for the rest of your life?
Who's that to? Yeah. That to me or you?
Oh, yeah, well, I guess we'll point you out.
Do I like locks? I like locks, when it's on a bagel with cream cheese, without a doubt. I do like locks. I would not like to be locked in a room for the rest of my life, though.
Yeah, no.
I do like some freedom, but that's a good question.
Do you like Minecraft?
My kids like Minecraft.
Yeah?
Yeah, my younger ones. Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food. New York pizza.
New York pizza.
New York pizza. Fold it and eat it.
Ooh.
Not New Haven style.
Yeah.
I'm a New Yorker.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. All right, if you were locked in a school, how would you get out?
Quickest way. Doesn't have to be a door. We might be doors, frames, and hardware.
I know, funny. Maybe I shouldn't share, but I was Naugatuck. You have those cousins that are your mom's best friend. They locked me in a shed with my cousin. She's crying, and we're let out, and they're laughing. So finally I was like, you know what? I saw the lock in the window, and I just punched the window.
Oh, but I was
like a hero.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get tunnel vision and they think I can only go out a door. Well, no, you don't have to go out a door. If you need to get out, you get out the quickest way possible.
But here's the good news, because we do a lot of schoolwork. We do a lot of work in schools. The locks in schools are designed so you can't get locked in. Everything is free egress out. We can lock people out. We can lock people from coming in. But generally, you'll see a push bar or something. There's always a way out. Even when we do security lockdown.
All the classroom doors easy out?
Should be. If not, you give us a call. We'll take care of it.
Do you like donuts?
I do like donuts. I do like donuts.
Would you rather drink water or soda for a year?
Water.
Would you either eat a lollipop or an ice cream?
Ice cream.
What type of car do you have? Got into that a little bit.
BMW.
What's your favorite song?
Oh boy, what's my favorite song? New York, New York, Frank Sinatra.
Nice. Do you like to read?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Nevaeh, and I like school, and her favorite teacher is Mr. Feeney.
Extra.
No homework for Nevaeh.
That's my favorite teacher, too.
Have you ever been to another state?
Yes.
Do you ever play Animal Crossing?
If I knew what it was, I'd answer that.
Do you have a wife and kids?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Girls, right?
Yeah, I have 3.
3 girls.
I have 3. You coached one of them in softball.
That's right.
And she's still playing, so that says something nice
Coach.
about you. There you go.
Coach. Yeah, that was great. I totally remember that. Yeah, we had a lot of girls on this. Chris Clark, 3 girls.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Whitney, 3 girls. Irene, 3 girls. What do you have?
I
Boy
have
and a girl?
5. I have,
5?
Yeah, I have 2 girls, 3 boys.
Nice. What are their age range?
4 to 18. Yeah,
Busy man.
that's the
over
best
here.
response.
Cool. Would you rather spend $1 million? Would you rather have $1 million just to spend on cars, or have $1 billion to spend on locks?
Oh boy.
Ooh, see?
Well, you go first because you're the car guy.
I'd spend the $1 billion on locks because I would turn that back into a business that would return that tenfold. So
True.
give me an opportunity.
That's good.
Math. Simple math right there.
That's good.
Would you rather have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini?
Ooh, Ferrari.
What's your favorite car?
Oh gosh! Oh, you should have given me. I need time for this one.
And a list.
Or what's your favorite car?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite car is an old MGB.
MGB. Yeah.
MGB.
What's that stand for?
What does it stand for? That's what it was called.
Yeah. Myers. Oh, jeez.
It's an old car, and it's cool, and it's small, and it's got a lot of history.
It's British.
It's British.
Open top.
And my dad always loved it. And so that made...
Is it like a royal?
It's not the fastest car, but man, you get that on a country road with the fall leaves wisping up around you. It's an experience.
Very cool. All right. Do you have a Lamborghini?
I do not.
How do you make locks?
Yet.
How do you make locks?
With patience, with manufacturing, right? Connecticut wants to grow and be a manufacturing state. There's a company that we work with, Accurate Lock, out of Stamford.
Yeah.
And they actually manufacture a lot of parts, and that's how you make locks. Is you learn how to either build a company or you learn how to run CAD machines and do the design. So engineering, numbers.
I like it.
STEM.
What
Those are
is
smart kids you have.
What is the safest lock for my house?
Ooh, a deadbolt. I
Deadbolt.
love the picture. I
And
would
it
say a
comes with a
deadbolt.
picture. Yep. Once you keep that
And a
one.
big dog.
And a dog. What happens if you lost your keys and you can't get in your car?
Oh, great question.
Oh,
I'd like to
Can
say
you help that? Can you help
the
with
first
that
thing I'd like to
situation?
say is you call West Hartford Lock, but I will tell you we do not do automotive work.
Okay.
So you would call another reputable licensed locksmith who specializes in car work.
yeah.
But if someone can't get into their home, can you get them in?
Oh, absolutely. Call us right away. We'll take care of it.
What do you own? What tool do you own? Do you have that tool that like
We have
spins?
lock picks. No, we do it the old-fashioned way. We have lock picks.
That you put it in, spin, it clicks, it knows where the key is, comes out.
No,
one?
that's pretty high tech. We don't need that kind of stuff. We've got two picks that we use.
Oh, wow.
You put it
Old
in
school
like you
like
see
that.
in the old school where they're doing something in the door. You don't know what they're doing, and then presto, it's open.
Oh wow.
That's what we do.
When I was in the Army on the bomb squad, we would go around and we would work for the Secret Service. We go to different locations like the United Nations, or if when I was serving, the Clintons were in office. Bill Clinton was in office, and we would go out to different venues, and we'd walk through, and it was amazing because the Secret Service had on staff. So I'm there just for the bombs, right? Like searching bad things that might hurt people, and some of the guys on the Technical Security Division of the Secret Service, TSD, they would be assigned to our team, and we'd search a building, and if I said, I need to get in there, they'd bring some guy up from the rear, and and the door was open in a matter of minutes. And little did I know at the time, I was a bomb technician. I didn't know that there was like locksmiths or people that knew how to really do that kind of stuff. And it was amazing. Some of these guys were actually trained locksmiths. That's what they used to do in a past life. And they
that's their
became
military
Secret
job.
Service agents.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're Secret Service.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, not necessarily agents. It's called Technical Security Division. It's a division of the Protective Security Service. But who knows where you go, right? There's so many paths in life, and if you have an interest, follow it because it can lead to some really cool things.
I love it. Oh, I want to throw out my friend I work with, Mrs. L. Hi, Mrs. L. She wants to know, so Ray Allen has a Ferrari, custom-made leather, engraved seats and colors, and she wants to know how much you think that would be. She told me not to ask and shout her out and embarrass her, but I'm doing it anyway, Mrs. L.
Well, it depends on. There's a lot of variables, but a lot of people do that, right? If you're going to spend $500,000-$600,000 on a car, a Ferrari, or you're going to spend $1.5 million on a Pagani, at that point you go bespoke. You don't buy the car off of the dealer floor and say, well, I'm happy with it.
You get it.
You do the Louis Vuitton leather and the diamond stitching or what have you.
Gotcha.
So a Ferrari like that, yes, it'd be. There's myriad options, and so the sky's the limit. Tell her.
Got it. You heard that, Miss L? 1 minute, so I should shout out Miss L. 50 minutes with Feeney, guys. You made it. 50
right.
minutes with Feeney. Miss L, how you guys feeling? You guys all right?
Yeah, we're great.
All right. These crazy enough for you?
They're awesome.
Do you like Harry Potter?
I do like Harry Potter.
Oh, why do you work for West Hartford Lock?
Because I love my boss. This might be.
Well done.
Yeah, well, I love where I work. We have Maria and Eric are great to work for. The team that we have is great to work with, and what I do is fun and different every day.
Man, that was a good answer. I want to work there now. Do you have a pet?
I do have a pet. I have a dog.
Do you have a pet?
No pets. I have 5 kids. I thought I mentioned that.
If you were in an escape room, could you break the lock?
Well,
See,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, my answer is, unfortunately,
so.
this is really bad. I'll admit, I can't pick it, but I can probably break it.
Would you rather eat 100 hot dogs or 100 pizzas?
Pizzas.
Would you rather have a cat or a dog?
Dog. Cats hate me.
Oh, this is my guy right here. I'm nice, I'm cool, I'm cooler than Mr. Feeney, he says. Real funny kid, real funny. Extra homework for you. Would you rather play Fortnite or Minecraft?
I've never played either, so I don't know much about them, sadly.
Oh, would you rather eat 20 hot dogs or 20 donuts?
How are the hot dogs adorned? I mean, the condiments. What do we got going on?
Gotta load them up. Ketchup and mustard.
If I can load them up, hot dogs.
All right, so would you rather make a lock so tiny when Ant-Man is tiny, even Ant-Man can't see it, and get locked, or get locked out of a Ferrari?
Oh, I'll make the small lock.
Yeah, Ant-Man
If
question.
I own the Ferrari, I'll get locked out of the Ferrari because I'll figure out a way in.
And this was, Juri, did you make dynamite?
Didn't make it. Have transport. Dynamite is very, very dangerous. People don't realize. I've worked with dynamite that was 50 years old, and we found it, and it crystallizes, and you have to be extremely careful with it. Not something for kids to be around. PSA.
We got a couple for you then. His favorite team's basketball, and his dad went to UConn like you. Nice. Do you throw nukes?
Do I throw nukes? I can drop the egg. Yeah.
Do you use a grenade launcher?
I have in the past, yeah.
Would you rather throw nukes or use a bomb launcher?
I'm not looking for assured mutual destruction, so I'll go with the launcher.
Have you ever been in a war?
Yeah.
Were you Desert Storm?
Yeah, I spanned a couple, but I was in a position where I never deployed. I was in a situation where I was on the bomb squad, and there was plenty of times where we went out to calls where there was a pipe bomb or other terrorist activity, and so like I said,
Gotcha.
We'll leave it there.
Do you like videos?
I do like videos.
Do you like video games?
A little bit.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Zohara.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite restaurant?
Brico.
Nice. We're going to try to get Scott Miller on and Billy Grant.
Yeah.
We're going to try.
Billy's a sweetheart.
Both great guys. Both great guys.
So next episode, I'm going to be at the Fix getting an IV.
There you go.
So I want to sit back and cook with cook. Like I'm trying to be Mr. Rogers, behind the scenes,
That's what you gotta go to Billy's house.
When Crayola made crayons, and Mr. Rogers went and showed everyone. I blew my mind. So
Very
I'm
cool.
go to Billy Grant's house and make
Absolutely.
something.
I'll set it up.
Come on, hook that up.
Yeah, I'll call him tonight.
Billy. How much thrust does a Ferrari use to launch?
If you use launch control, it's a vague question, but I'll say if you use launch control, you can probably hit 0 to 60. You can probably hit 60 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds.
Really, this is my new kid. This is amazing. He's from Dubai. This is so cool that I didn't even know if Ferraris had launch, and this guy does.
Yeah, launch control, yeah.
And he has a lot of questions that he knows what's going on. Is there a Ferrari faster than a Lamborghini that its roadster's top speed is 217 miles per hour?
Oh, the Roadster. Yeah, I mean, if I
Another
had the
car I
top
don't
down,
know about.
I don't wanna mess my hair up, so I'm not doing 217. But
How much fuel does the Ferrari burn while launching in full power? This guy's
geez,
amazing.
You're probably getting 3 miles to the gallon. Maybe.
Is there a Ferrari with a V8? I'm so impressed by this kid.
Yeah,
This kid's
there's
talking way
Ferraris with
more
V8s, yeah.
term.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ferraris are losing cubic inches and liters. So
I'm not really a car guy. I always want the Karate Kid car, the one that he waxed on, waxed off, the yellow
yeah.
one,
it was,
convertible.
I think it might have been a Buick.
Yeah.
But Yuri's legit, right? He knows all
This
this.
guy's on point. I like it.
Everybody comes up with the stinger once in a while, like MGB. Like normally, I think I should know the names there
Would you rather eat a burger or French fries?
Burger.
with fries.
With fries.
Why not?
Would you rather have a Lambo or a Ferrari?
Still Ferrari for me.
Yeah, Ferraris are so much more elegant. They're elegant.
This is how-
Lambos are very edgy.
How dumb I am. I'm like, hey, this is in front of the kids too. Hey, the Lambo, we're talking Lambo. I'm like, yeah, it'd be great if I could put a Friends of Feeney magnet on a Lambo. No. What do the kids say?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
They're like, Feeney,
No.
you can't.
You put one of those stickers that
You can
doesn't
put a
come
sticker
off.
on.
Yeah.
One of those stickers
'Cause
that
it's,
doesn't come off.
What is it? Fiberglass.
Whatever the
Right?
parking.
The parking
the
violation sticker.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
parking violation
Friends of
sticker.
Feeney
You
will
stick
never
that
come
on.
off.
It'll
Put the
never come
sticker.
off.
Yeah, we'd have to get a sticker for the Lambo. Didn't know that.
You got to do a static for the windshield. Static.
Ooh.
You know, they do those plastic like see-through.
Sticker thing?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's do that.
I could get that done.
I might be buying a new car. You got the bubble wrap? You got connections for the bubble tape for like across the side or across the back or across the window if I wanted to
Yeah.
put like, be a good friend?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We're going to hook that up. All right. That was Crazy Questions sponsored by Donut Crazy. Check them out on Farmington Avenue. You got a favorite Donut Crazy donut?
Whatever the special is. Like every time I go there, they seem to have some sort of special donut, and I get that and love it. With a cup of coffee.
Yeah, their coffee's pretty good.
I need balance. I need fries and a chocolate shake. I need a Donut Crazy donut and a cup of coffee.
Last time I was in Donut Crazy, the great Danielle Marshall was in there getting a donut. They asked him for
Danielle.
a name for the order. He said Danielle. They said, what? I'm sorry, excuse me? I said, this is Danielle. You know who this is.
Hello, he's
7
like
feet tall.
6'11",
Yeah.
which was at one point tied the NBA record for made threes in a game.
Is that right?
That dude had 10.
That's awesome.
You know, he was the coach at Central,
Yep.
and he does CrossFit like right over here too.
Is that right?
Yeah, coworker does CrossFit. She's like, I saw, and you know, deadlifting is hard enough, but being 6'10",
And having that throw.
yeah. So cool guy, Danielle. Yeah, I saw Kenny Mayne at Donut Crazy. Mike Golick Jr., Donut Crazy. They have some. It's
the place to be.
It's the place to be. Are you ready for our next game? And again, this is going to be winner. Pass that Incoherent. Incoherent with Feeney. Incoherent. So this is a game of gibberish. This is going to be a competitive game. You guys are going to shout out. Whoever says it first wins the card. Whoever gets 5 first wins. Are you ready?
We've never been in a competitive situation before. I don't
I
know.
know.
We're usually on the same team.
Yeah, we might
This
fight
is
like
good.
cats and dogs here.
This is good. All right, then we're going to do more competitive games today. So, again, you'll see it spelled all jacked up and phonetically, but the game of gibberish, so incoherent, you'll hear it. So, like, you sound that out, chunk it
First
up,
day of summer.
boom.
Oh,
so you
he's
get 1
so
point.
much better at this than I am. I'm so slow.
Dwayne Derhawkins' son.
So it's a famous actor
Right.
and wrestler.
Dwayne The Rock
We'll give it
Johnson.
to you.
Johnson.
Good work.
1-1. First to 5.
OMG.
This is an abbreviation for a big reaction. Are you getting this, Owen, on camera?
OMG.
OMG. Oh, OMG.
An abbreviation for
OMG.
freaking out.
OMG, right?
Boom.
Yeah.
2
Like
for
he
you.
has it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
Did you say it? Sorry.
Sort of. Mission Ossipple. Mission Impossible.
Oh, that was a
Boom.
good one. That was a good one.
I like that.
I feel like I'm going to say something bad.
I'm killing it.
No, the best part is when you think out loud, because that's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, it's not going to be good when
You got to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Gotta say it out loud.
You're
Tom
gonna have to,
Holland. Tom Holland.
Man, he just
Oh, is that
Spider-Man.
I got teenage
That's
girls.
Spider-Man.
I got teenage
And
girls.
it's Spider-Man. Did you see it in the theater? Tom Holland.
I did
His
not.
daughter
I
says
did not.
it's
I haven't
neat.
seen this movie in a long time.
Oh, she's
Come on.
gonna.
In theater.
She wants to watch this. She's gonna kill me.
They all like Tom Holland.
You gotta watch
don't know
the multiverse. It's a good one.
Say it.
Blink and all-nighter.
Blink.
See, this
I'm
could be
not lying.
just. Could we just go to Cards
Bullying.
Against Humanity?
Yeah, we'll go to that next.
Bullying.
Bullying.
Kennel lighter.
This is like no sleep.
Kennel lighter. Kennel
Don't
lighter.
look at me like I should know it.
Bullying. Kennel lighter. Blink.
If you did it,
The lighter.
Blink and I'll.
Night her.
it's a sleepover. You do this at a
That's
sleepover.
what I'm saying. This is not gonna go in a
Pillow
good direction.
fight.
You do this at a sleepover.
Um,
No sleep. At a
till
sleepover.
Brooklyn.
No sleep.
Till Brooklyn.
Bullying. Kennel night.
All right, pulling an all-nighter.
Oh, it's good. I like it. Scary movie. Scary movie.
Boom. All right, that concludes our five.
I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, you might
5-1.
Dwayne The
You
Rock.
win a $5 wooden
Yes.
token to Gastro Park.
All right.
There you go.
You
Food
like
trucks.
Gastro Park.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Gastro Park.
Gastro Park's great.
Gastro Park. Do you have a favorite food truck down there?
Yeah, we like the chicken one. What's that called?
Craft Bird?
Craft Bird.
Nice.
I think it's great.
All right, this one's going to be, I don't know if you're ready for this. Can you name the couple?
I can name all these.
Oh,
This is great. For Valentine's Day, these are
What do we say, their
gushy
names?
mushy. If you can name the character name
Oh, yeah.
and
So,
movie.
Number one is
he's
Danny and
this is it.
Sandy.
He's
Danny and Sandy.
Point.
Right there, Danny and Sandy.
Correct.
Grease.
Sandra D and
Yeah.
Danny Zuko.
baby, and
Yeah, you got Baby and Johnny. Is it
Yep.
Johnny?
Baby and
Number
Johnny.
3, Dirty
puts Baby in
Dancing.
a corner.
You got Han and Leia, number 6.
Yep.
You got the Notebook people in 5.
yeah, this is.
I
all
never
his-
saw that movie for sure.
Sure,
7
7
is
times.
I know their character. What are their characters' names?
Oh, that's a good one. Mel Gibson and.
No, that's
Oh wait, what?
that's Julia Roberts and
Oh, that's not Mel Gibson. I don't know.
Not Robert Redford, not
it's
Richard
in
Gere.
Connecticut.
Richard
Richard Gere.
Gere.
But what are their names in the movie? Richard? I think it is Richard in the movie. Maybe Richard.
Nope.
No.
Edward
Edward, right? Edward, and she is
with the V.
Vivian.
Very good.
All
Very
right.
good. Are you getting this too, Owen? Can you get that?
Number 8 of the vampire people, right?
Yeah.
Robert something or other and Kristen Stewart, who I think just got nominated for an Oscar. I can't really see 4.
Edward and Bella.
Okay.
See, get into the hotel business, kids,
I can't
because
really
you have to
tell.
know these faces because you might see them. Did you?
9 is
we didn't
Demi
get into
Moore.
how he has a past in the hotel business.
Demi Moore and the ghost guy.
Yeah.
Um,
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, but what is he in that movie? But that's in Ghost. I used to go to summer camp with 2 kids who were in that movie.
Oh wow.
I can't really tell what 4 is. 2 is
She
like
did that Marine movie where she shaved her
is
head.
the old school.
Yeah. That's
G.I.
G.I.
Jane.
G.I.
Jane.
Jane.
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Right. 2
Sam and Molly.
Right. It's Sam and Molly, right.
What's 4?
I can't see what 4 is. Are they on a fire escape?
4 is West Side Story.
Oh,
But
excellent.
hold on, tell Feeney why you had to know all these celebrities.
Yeah, tell us about the
Oh yeah,
hotel.
so before I
So why did he go to? Hold on, why did he go to school, and what were his jobs after school?
Okay.
And so that leads into why he would need to know.
There you go.
Who these celebrities?
So
are.
my I went to Cornell because they have the Cornell Hotel School. I went to the Cornell Hotel School so that I could be in hotel management, and that's what I wanted to do. And until I joined the family business 15 years ago, that's what I did. I ran hotels. I worked in hotels in Chicago, in New York, in
not just
Connecticut.
hotels, very nice hotels.
Yes, and my second hotel in New York City was called the Stanhope Park Hyatt on 81st and 5th Avenue, and we had a lot of celebrities that I got
nice.
to meet.
Is that near Central Park or not?
It's actually it's not far. It's right across from the Met.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So, and I met Harrison Ford and Robert De Niro and Pacino and Lenny Kravitz and whole bunch of Kennedys and all kinds of good stuff.
As famous as they were, did they ever come in through the fancy front doors, or did they come in through the back door?
Some went through the front door. It was a small hotel, so they could. There was a lot of dining. I saw a lot of those people in the restaurant.
That's what I noticed working with the Secret Service, is a lot of times the VIPs actually come, like, literally walk through the kitchen because they don't want to be seen coming in.
Right. I worked at a hotel called the Park Central Hotel, and I had a boss there who worked for many years at the Waldorf, which is traditionally where the president stays, as you know. Mm-hmm. And he had done so much work with the advanced team of the Secret Service that they actually offered him a job at one point because he knew the travel situation of the presidents. But yeah, that was my first career.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hotel.
So you don't have to be a STEM expert to get into a really cool career and meet some cool people.
That's true.
And how was your experience at Cornell?
It was great. I had a great time. It was a great school. I met a lot of great people. And, it's not like going to the University of Miami. It's cold and it snows a lot, but it was fun. A lot of fun. Good hockey team. Not much for basketball. My friends and I were the only fans. There were 5 of us. But we went to every game. And we went to every hockey game. We went to football games. It was a good time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, ready for another game?
Sure.
Let's do Cards Against Humanity. We're going to play to 3, and I'm going to play. So have you ever played?
Yeah.
This is, again, family friendly. They play the Incohearent adult version here on Fridays and Saturdays. So we're here at WeHa Roasting and Brewing, or Brewing and Roasting. I always say Crazy Donut, too. I'm going to get fired by my sponsors. Crazy Donut, Donut Crazy. So I think those are the ones you pluck, and then we'll have 5 of these on us. You get 5. This is the first time, guys. Episode 40, we're playing a new game. We're breaking out the games.
The 4-0.
And then get a new one when you're... All right, so you know how to play, right? So you're going to try to know the judge and get them to pick your card based on the relationship to the black card. And I'll go first. And it's, come on, Danny. All the cool kids are doing it. Wanna try blank. So you throw down your 2 cards. I'll mix them up. And you could be funny, sarcastic. You could be literal, however you want to know.
I could still play the adult version with this.
Play the... Yeah, kids' version's probably going to be coughing, pooping, farting.
Read it one more time, please.
Come on, Danny. All the cool kids are doing it. Wanna try? All right, this is between. Who am I picking here? Mix them up.
Come on.
Come on, Danny. All the cool kids are doing it. Wanna try slapping my huge belly? I like it. Come on, Danny. All the cool kids are doing it. Wanna try teeny tiny turds?
There it is.
Poop. Alrighty, I'm going slapping my huge belly.
Yeah.
All right, that was funny.
I'm just the winner today.
All right, so now you pick a black one, and we'll try to get your...
All right. I'm the judge.
Oh, do we have to take another? Or no,
Yeah, make sure you have 5.
Refill.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Sanchez, but I couldn't finish my homework. Wait, let me rephrase that. I'm sorry, Mr. Feeney, but I couldn't finish my homework because of... I'm sure you've heard it all.
Got it.
Next thing.
Heard it, seen it, experienced it.
Sorry, Mr. Feeney, but I couldn't finish my homework because of having no idea what's going on. It's usually the teacher's fault. Sorry, Mr. Feeney, but I couldn't finish my homework because of this stupid game. I like it, the stupid game.
All right.
Not as stupid. No, you get this, actually. I get that back.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now you pick a black one, Yuri.
You're the judge.
There we go. Girls just want to have blank.
Oh, my God.
I have a lot of great options here.
Yeah.
Girls
I
just want to
apologize to
have.
my daughters.
Girls just want to have. Girls just want to have a gerbil named Gerbil. Girls just want to have meatballs. I'm going to go meatballs.
Yeah.
All right, killing it over here.
The
All
meatball
right,
Oh,
guy.
wait, that's...
Yeah, I get that.
I'm up. New from Mattel, it's blank Barbie. What kind of Barbie? It's blank Barbie. Meatballs.
Jeez. How do I not win with that?
Go for
It's New from Mattel, it's Grandpa Barbie. New from Mattel, it's taking a selfie Barbie.
Oh,
Taking a selfie
that's
Barbie.
legit.
Is that you?
Yeah,
That
was
might
pretty,
be on the
I was
You were
market.
pretty
how do
confident.
I not?
That may be on the market.
You were definitely confident with that one. All right, what do we have here? 2-2. I didn't even win one yet.
2-2.
Oh, come on. You're up, Brown. Come on.
Madam President, we've run out of time. The only option is. Madam President, we've run out of time. The only option is failure. That's our government. The only option is a long, hot pee. Oh, boy. I got to go with failure. I love it.
Failure, let's go.
Hey,
About
he's in.
time,
He's
not
on
to
the
get
board.
political, but
He's on the board.
failure.
That is a really good one.
All right, you're up.
Here we go.
Black.
Yeah, I need one more. I'm gonna replace and enough. I will not let my wife call me right now. Enough. I will not let blank tear this family apart. Enough. I will not let blank tear this family apart.
Come on, I'm on a roll now.
I didn't see who it was in anyway, so it doesn't matter. Enough. I will not let the babysitter tear this family apart. Enough. I will not let an old dirty cat with bad breath tear this family apart. Oh, that's tough. I think I'm going to go with cat.
Let's go.
Oh,
I'm in there.
There you go.
Feeney's killing it.
2 in a row. Wait, give me the
That's
black
yours.
one.
There we go.
All right, and now I'm up for the... Next, from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Blank.
Oh boy, I'm going to have to go with this one.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of... Next, from J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Chamber of a tiny detective who solves tiny crimes. In the Chamber of Fake News.
Ooh.
That's fake news.
Oh,
You're confident again,
work,
this guy
good
knew.
work. Good work.
New word.
All right, ready, guys?
All right, what do we got?
Attention, students. Principal Butthead is at home recovering from blank. We hope he'll be back soon. Principal Butthead is at home recovering from...
Principal Butthead.
no freaking idea.
Doesn't seem nice.
Yeah.
Principal Butthead is at home recovering from a big, and I mean big, turtle. Recovering from school.
Oh.
That just makes sense. Whose is that?
Mine. Too easy, right?
Too
It's just
easy.
too...
It's perfect. Perfect.
All right, we'll go again.
All right.
But we'll segue. So, episode 7. Seth Wickersham wrote a book about Tom Brady. Your thoughts on Tom Brady?
Obviously,
You're a Jets fan, aren't
I'm
you?
a Jets fan, so obviously he's one of the best of all time,
Yep.
if not the best.
Goat.
But I'm a Jets fan, so it's my job to be grumpy.
Good
because we've got nothing.
And that's my dude right here, Seth.
That's awesome that he wrote that.
My dude.
In the shirt, Friends of
Episode
Feeney.
7.
That's nice.
Check it out. Book recommendation.
How does he know, how did he get involved in that?
The book?
Yeah.
So he works for ESPN.
No? It's all
Sports writer, ESPN.
Excellent.
Went to Colorado. Wrote for the ESPN magazine. Does online a lot. Follows
Excellent.
football his whole time.
beautiful.
And then another book, another recommendation, Incoherent and Cards Against Humanity, Family Edition. 5 kids. You should definitely play this.
Yeah.
I could see a brawl breaking out with 5 kids.
Yeah. I need like pillows and fire extinguishers.
You're up on the black one. All right, we're going to play to 5. So
Here we go.
What do you got?
Here we go.
3.
Me and my friends don't play with dolls anymore. We're into blank now. I feel like I could be giving Alex Trebek's replacement a run for their money.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Me and my friends don't play with dolls anymore. We're into the lunch lady now. Again, this could really quickly escalate into the adult version. Me and my friends don't play with dolls anymore. We're into rubbing lotion on a hairless cat.
Both very reasonable.
Yes.
Signs.
All right, we're going with school, so we're going lunch lady.
Yeah.
Lunch lady.
There we
On
go.
the board again.
There we go.
Trace.
All right, I'm up. Coming to theaters this holiday season, Star Wars: The Rise of Blank.
Boy.
Episode 40 here at Feeney Talks with Friends. We're playing Cards Against Humanity with Eric Brown and Juri from West Hartford Lock. They're located on 11 Sherman.
That's
Info at westhartfordlock.com, and the phone number is
860-236-0671.
check them out.
Thank
They
you.
do great work. Thanks again for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Star Wars and the Rise of the Bus Driver. Star Wars and the Rise of a Scoop of Tuna. I just think that's funny. Scoop of tuna.
I think it's funny too. Thank you.
Scoop of tuna. All right, what is it? You have 4?
I have 4.
All right, point game. Got to get serious here.
Here we go.
me.
You're up, Brown, so you can't get.
It's me. I can't win.
I have 3, so let's
Welcome.
go.
We're glad you're here. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
This is kids' version?
Sit back, relax, and enjoy filling my butt with spaghetti. Sit back, relax, enjoy garbage. Oh, filling my butt with spaghetti speaks to the
All right.
immature.
All right, we got 2 of 4. 2 of 4.
Uh-oh. This is for the game then.
Here we go.
Wait, before you go, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you needed lock work done, where would you go?
Me, personally.
Yeah.
Well, I needed lock work done.
And
I've already past tense went to West Hartford Lock.
All
Thank you
right.
for bringing that up. I totally forgot.
how'd it go?
Wonderful
We did the right
experience.
thing.
Our lock was jiggly. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we're glad it's forgettable because typically, no, in a good way, because most people, when something's done well and right, you don't dwell on it. You move on to the next thing in your life, and that's what we're here to do, is make something so easy that you get on with your life.
Yeah, and this show was already enough about Feeney. I didn't want to, I got the lock too, but did a phenomenal job. The guy came right away, fixed it. We did the cool code now. With daughters and wife misplacing keys and in and out. We just press in and then just figured this out. You installed it like 6 months ago, but you don't have to press the code to close it. You have the big button on top. Boom, lock.
Done.
Convenient.
Yep.
In and out. So wonderful work.
Cool.
It shows. It glows. I meant to say it glows at night.
Oh,
It
yeah.
shows us the key.
Good for busy
the
families.
buttons.
Yeah,
Busy.
it
I was
does.
going to say busy families. Sometimes we had the girls one time get off the bus struggling with the key. The bus driver had to get out and help them in. That's awkward situation. So now with the buttons, boop, come right in.
It's awesome.
So thank you.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
job.
Thank
I
you
did
for saying
misplace
so.
that key.
We can do another one.
All right, the key that
The
it is
override.
touch lock.
Yeah.
But we do need a key.
We'll take care of it.
All right, thanks for that. I meant to mention that.
You got
I
it.
didn't want to mention on camera that
That you locked your
irresponsible.
key, that it's somewhere on the street.
Yeah, yeah. Don't tell them my address. West Hartford. West Hartford Lock. No, wonderful work.
Thank you.
Cool shirts too. I gotta get a shirt.
Thank you.
I like the lock.
Yeah,
the,
man.
the key.
Gotta get the Patagonia.
That's some real West Hartford stuff right there. That's
What do the
pretty.
key would be a good friend.
Ooh,
Like that's the key to being a good friend,
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh,
right?
collaborate.
Let's do it. Definitely collaboration. All right, so this is for game.
All right.
Oh man,
4 and 4. Who do you think's gonna win, Owen?
sweating. Do you have somebody
Who's your
with
money on? Eric or Yuri? All right.
Yes.
You need a surgical
Thank you.
assistant with a dab here.
That's my dude right here. All right. The easiest way to tell me and my twin apart is that I have a freckle on my cheek and she's blank. The easiest way to tell me and my twin apart is I have a freckle on my cheek and she's blank.
Those are great cards, so I'm going to go with knowing your judge. You got to
Knowing
go
your
with
judge.
knowing
And
your
I
judge.
do have twins too. And they would love this
Yeah,
question.
they would, that's right.
The easiest way to tell me and my twin apart is I have a freckle on my cheek and she's joining the army and she's the loose skin at the joint of the elbow known as the weenus. Yes, we love that. That's a hit. That win. That's like an automatic
That word
winner.
is just great.
Gotta go with the automatic
You
winner.
did say
that's
weenus.
Weenus.
Yeah,
Get someone to say weenus.
You earned it.
Is that
you're-
weenus for the win? Is that you?
Yes, that was me. And your students will not let you live that down.
You earned it.
And I thought you were playing to the judge because you were in the Army.
Right, I was playing.
So I was going to show favoritism because I was in the Army, but
That's
you
why I
see
put
what
it
you
down.
did there. You played psychological warfare there.
I try to know my judge.
Well, you win a free B12 shot at the Fix IV. So if you have never been, you should definitely check it out.
I haven't been
Or you
yet.
could put it towards an actual IV drip. So you let me know.
I've
We'll
been
figure
looking
it out.
forward to visiting the Fix, so this will be the perfect opportunity.
Yep. And tune in next episode. I will be getting an IV live on camera.
Very cool.
Well, not live, but it'll be recorded and shown. So IV, Aaron Fox is going to be a great guest. You guys were wonderful guests. You
Thank
do
you for
great
having us.
work in the West Hartford community and Trumbull community now. So
Yes.
congratulations.
Thanks for
Over
having us.
80 years. He's not 80 years old, but his family has over 80 years of experience. Juri has definitely had some great life experiences with the Army. And so this is a great team here. I can't thank you enough for spending time. We played games, episode 40. Thank you, Owen and Dave from Directline Media. Thank you, Cody and Will from WeHa Roasting and Brewing. Thank you to Gastro Park, our newest sponsor with the camo. And thank you to Fix IV. And we're looking for more sponsors. So if you're interested, check them out. Any closing remarks for you guys?
Thank you for having us, and this has been great, and we look forward to continuing to serve our community.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
Brown?
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it. Good to see you outside of basketball.
Yeah.
And thanks for what you're doing with Friends of Feeney. Great
All right.
cause.
That means a lot. That
Thanks,
concludes episode 39. Again, we played games. We had a good time. We did some book recommendations, palette flag recommendations, and we're looking forward to many more episodes. Again, we have a Medal of Honor recipient is coming on, Paul Buca. A Medal of Honor recipient is coming on, I think, after the Fix. So yeah, that's pretty cool. He's served in Vietnam. Richard Nixon gave him his Medal of Honor. And I keep making the mistake. He's a Medal of Honor winner. You don't say that. You don't win a Medal of Honor.
Yeah, it's funny 'cause
you
they do
receive
call
it
it that.
and earn it.
Recipient.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
When are
did I say
you going to do
receiver?
live audiences?
No.
You should do live
I'm gonna.
audiences.
Episode 50 is gonna be a live episode. We're going live. Episode 50. Episode 50. Owen. We have 10 episodes to get it going. Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
We'll get a crowd in here hooting and hollering.
Yeah.
All the JCC
Who doesn't
guys.
want to listen
Yeah.
to the story of a Medal of Honor recipient? You know, there might be certain episodes that are more conducive to live audiences,
Ooh, that's a good one.
VIP guests, VIP sponsored guests.
Ooh, I like it. Let's get it. It's a wonderful idea. Johnny's Jog, Laura and Kelly from Johnny's Jog, they have an event. The jog is in March. They're going to come up prior to the event. Doug Rankin, Missing Link Wine. So we have some really cool guests. You guys are cool guests. Again, we're on episode 40. Please like the podcast on YouTube or all your following devices, Google, Apple, wherever you find your podcasts. Thank you, guys. Enough. And on 3, we'll say be a good friend. 1, 2, 3. Be a good friend. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.